afternoon. Marvin from Gym Equipment Reviews here at the World Fitness Showroom. Today I'll be reviewing the Marcy Pro Smith Machine. Now before COVID-19, isolation training was when you worked on a smaller muscle group to get maximum effective muscle growth. At the very least, you'd walk out of the gym with a pump. Today, isolation training is listening to some idiot on YouTube tell you to do body weight stuff, which isn't my cup of tea, probably not your cup of tea, because you are watching this video considering getting one of these bad boys. We'll be going through the pros and cons of this machine. So yeah, if you don't have access to see one up close and personal, I want to be doing a bit of a workout on it, and yeah, hopefully I'll point you in the right direction, whether you want to purchase it or not. Hopefully this video keeps you well informed. And yeah, first exercise I'm going to do will be just the barbell bench press. I'm going to let you know how I go. Got 60 kilo on the bar, might work up to about 100, and I might do about 3 sets of 8. So yeah, the spotter arms clip in and out fairly easily. They got a little lock, so you catch it on so they never fall down. Spotter arms go up to about, look, you're good if you're under 6 foot. Over 6 foot, if you're squatting, you might have a little bit of trouble. Probably not made for very tall gentlemen or women. So yeah, personal bests don't always have to be for a weight. I like to just do little things to mix it up. So today I'm going to go for a personal best on 60 kilo in one breath. So I'm going to hold my breath and I'm just going to smash out as many reps as possible. Hopefully I can get 20 before I pass out and die. If I do die, I die doing what I love. There's 30 in one breath. That was fun. I'm going to do it again. I can't express this enough. When you're going for like a personal best, it doesn't always have to be for a weight or repetition personal best. One thing that's definitely on my training is going for form personal bests. With 60 kilos, look, I've done that a million times. It's not a heavy day. I'm going to do a form PB. I'm just going to try to do the 60 kilo as slow and controlled as possible. I'm going to hit 10 reps. I'm going to try and activate every muscle I can, and there's going to be absolutely nothing loose from my toes, which are keeping connected to the ground, right through my fingertips, holding the barbell, and everything in between is just going to be switched on, and I'm going to get maximum muscle activation, and I'm going to build as much strength as I can through these 10 reps. Yeah, that was good. Felt everything on that one, felt my abs, felt my pecs, felt my back turning on, my lats turning on. If you're not tired after the 10 reps, then you're just not concentrating hard enough, because you need 100% mind in the muscle. And look, if you're doing that with no weight, if you're just standing up and trying to brace everything as hard as you can, you probably only do it at maximum 20 to 30 seconds before it does get really tough, and that's just standing up. So underweight, you do 10 reps, you're not feeling anything, then yeah, you just need to activate a little harder, and yeah, maybe then hit some isolation. In regards to bench pressing with the Marcy Pro bench, it's quite sturdy. It didn't move. The only con, I guess, if you're used to a powerlifting bench, a little higher, you're not going to be able to plant your feet quite like you're used to. When you brace your feet on the ground on the Marcy Pro bench, you're definitely going to notice that you can't quite brace as hard as you're used to on a typical powerlifting style bench that is a little bit lower to the ground than this one right here. Alright, so second exercise I'm going to be doing on the Marcy Pro Smith Machine, I'm going to do pull-ups off this pull-up bar. So I'm just going to move this bench out the way. Add some wheels, nice and easy to transport. So on this chin-up bar, there's a few different grips. The very wide grip has like a dense foam on the end, be nice and comfortable to grip. My favourite one would probably be, it's slightly knurled, the neutral grip. If you've got, say, shoulder injuries or something like that, the neutral grip will suit you a lot better. The other grip, nice and close, like that. Gonna hit a little bit more biceps. I prefer a slightly wider grip or a neutral grip. That's because training biceps it's just like ornaments on a Christmas tree, as Ed Coren says. Functionality wise, it doesn't really help you. Whereas lats help your posture, help all the big lifts. Right, so I'm gonna try a nice wide grip first. I'm gonna, just go until my form deteriorates. And instead of fatiguing till I'm absolutely exhausted, I'm just going to stop. That was actually a really good width. I felt like, as well as pulling myself up, that width you can actually squeeze into. If you're just pulling up, then you're only sort of doing half to 3/4 of the work. You also need to squeeze in with your lat muscles. Very long muscle starts down here and sort of tapers in. All right, next I'll try the neutral grip, my favorite grip. And again, I'm not going to complete fatigue, just until my form deteriorates. Then I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna rest, I'm gonna go again. So that was a really good grip. I have quite wide shoulders, not everyone. Most people probably don't have shoulders like the sort of width mine are. That was probably in a little bit too close for me. So if you've got really wide shoulders, just keep that in mind when you're purchasing the machine. But if you've got normal size shoulders like a normal person, then that width should be okay. Another feature of this rack, it's got a toaster rack down the bottom of the machine at the front. So when you're done with your barbell, you can just grab the weight, put them straight in the toaster rack, and they're out of your way. I don't usually do Smith Machine squats, I usually use a barbell, but I'm kind of excited to see how this Marcy machine rates in comparison to a freeweight barbell. I have used a lot of Smith machines in the past, very high quality ones, and I just want to see, does this one live up to the hype? Good set, surprise. I enjoyed that. That was just straight up and down as opposed to the traditional barbell. You can sort of get a bit of movement if you're not switching on your core. I did feel my legs working a little harder, my core working a little less with the Smith machine. But that's not a bad thing for leg development. I'm going to do another 2 sets of 15. Now I'm going to do a lat pull down. Instead of using a traditional bar, I'm going to do a single arm one. I'm going to do 15 reps with a slight pause at the bottom, and I'm going to test the smoothness of the cable and to see how it rates to the commercial machines in comparison. So that was surprisingly smooth, possibly because I sprayed WD-40 on the moving parts before I did that set. But really felt it in the lats. And I'm going to finish off by showing you the dip attachment. Get a good pump through the upper body. So to put on the dip attachment, all you need to do, place this onto the tubing, get that in one of the holes, and put this pin at the back, and lock it in for your safety. And there we go, ready for a set. All right, set of dips. So I'm going to test the sturdiness of the dip handles. I weigh probably about 90 kilos today, and I'm not too sure what it's rated for, but if it's under that weight rating, I'm in a bit of trouble. And this hits you in the head if you try dip with it on. So maybe take your attachments off before you dip. That was actually surprisingly good. It wasn't too narrow for my wide shoulders like the chin-up bar. It sort of tapers off in a V shape. So I grabbed it at the very end and it was fine for my body shape. There was virtually no wobble that I could see to it. Although I couldn't feel any wobble anyway. To finish off this workout today, I'm going to do another 2 sets of 10. Some other key features on the Marcy Pro are double sleeved weight plate holders for your cable. So you can add a fair bit of weight to that on both sides. There's enough room for 20, 40, 60 kg each side, so you can probably put up to 120 kilo. I know this machine, I'm gonna have to check the weight rating on it, but yeah, I probably wouldn't put 120 kilo on each side. We also got a band peak attachment on each side. I know if you're a fan of Westside Barbell, you've seen it on Netflix, you'll be very familiar with band peak attachments. That's what that red thing is for. And yeah, ready to go with some band pegs. Another feature of this Smith machine, it's got spotter arms that go right the way across. So if you do end up failing a barbell exercise, then you can, you can just drop the bar. It's going to land on the spotter arms. You literally have to throw the bar outside of the rack sideways, which when you've got a decent weight is virtually impossible in order to miss the spotter arm. You've got the low pulleys, high pulleys. So how the pulley system works, it's basically got a square sleeve to a bit of tubing that is probably 50 by 50. Now when I pull, it's going to raise up and slide. It does glide quite smoothly, provided this pole is lubricated and all the pulleys, all the cable is on the pulleys. If your cable is not on the pulley, then yeah, you're going to need to put it on as soon as possible or the machine will break. Now in terms of someone squatting with the Smith machine, that's probably about 180 centimeters there. So that is probably good for someone right up to about 6'6", 6'7" squatting. I'm just gonna have to watch you don't bang your head. That bar is quite close. In terms of the Smith machine, okay, so the Smith machine's got a bearing here which glides up and down. You've also got these spotters for the Smith machine, which can be easily adjusted to a lower setting. But basically that's just going to stop the barbell. Like if I put that one, this is a Smith machine spotter. Basically if I put it there, works like a spotter. If I drop it, it's not going to pass because obviously it's going to catch. So yeah, if you do have a bit of a mishap with the Smith machine, it's going to possibly save your life. So yeah, that's a great feature. Now just a little twist, come on and off. It glides into everyone smoothly. There's never, look, I know with a few home Smith machines, you have to sort of wriggle it around, and it's not the case with this one. You just slide it straight on. So it works 99% of the time. Lucky last, in for a bit of a treat, we're going to train the bicep. These low pulleys can be used with any cable attachment. You just pick them up, do shrugs. I'm going to do some bicep curls today, which is probably one of the more popular exercises. Any cable attachment can go on these, and you can use them to do cable rows and stuff like that. You can do chest supported rows on the bench when you're leaning forward. I'm just going to be doing some basic bicep curls today. Here we go.